Well, if you're talking, are you talking about money, physical dollars?
Well, I know that it takes an enormous amount of financing to do this, as it does with all racing endeavors, but you could tell us about that, and also the dedication, the preparation, how you train, what do you do to prepare during the week, and how much time you dedicate, and so on.
You have the baseline with good people. We have brought on Clinton Anderson and Marianne Anderson from the Fatal Attraction fame, and they have taught us a ton, along with Charlie Fagan that I ran with last year has initially taught me most of what we know about Top Fuel. We're just stepping on with that, and we have about 5 guys that work at the shop, normally 3 nights a week, to keep this thing rolling.
Well, I see enormous amount of fans, a lot of people lined up to get your autograph. It's pretty exciting for you, I would assume.
Oh yeah, I love this sport.
Well, what do you think actually brings all of these incredible amount of fans out here to stand out in the sun, to get your autograph, and to watch these boats run for maybe 5 or 6 seconds? What do you think draws them?
I think it's the excitement of the sport and also the colors. You'll see quite a bit different in color changes. You know, we're not doing this for the money, we're doing it for fun, so most of the guys out here are super easy to get along with. We'll spare motors to each other if we have to make sure the next guy can make the next round.
Well, I'll tell you what, on this sort of well, I call it a fire-breathing monster, what does it feel like when when you lower the cockpit? Take us on a ride from the time you lower the cockpit.
Once the cockpit's down, you stand and wait for about 5 or 6 seconds on a countdown clock. About that time, you leave on the number that you want to be leaving on, which is different from most racers. Hammer that throttle down, it'll set you back in the seat. Your vision kind of goes away for a second, and you're out there about 150 feet, and everything starts to clear up, and you're well on your way by then. Runs about 180 in 3 seconds flat.
Well, you make this sound so easy, and we all know it's not. In fact, probably some of the people are looking at some of the runs we've taped already today. Why don't you just take a minute and describe some of the dangers that are involved with a high-risk sport like this?
The maintenance of the boat is number one. You have to have the maintenance of the prop shafts and the propellers. Most of the running gear is what can fail and get people to, as in rudders, prop shafts, and such. There is a ton of work that has to be done on the safety side. And you also got to have smarts right up here that when things aren't right, step off of it, there's always another race.
It's almost like what a good friend of mine said, a good man must know his limitations. Is that right, General?
That's fact. That is absolutely a fact.
We want to thank the General Patton, Duane Patton, for joining us today, and we wish you continued success.
I thank you very much, John.
The quickest, fast of a weekend.